maintenance and oops, we're recording now. Maintenance, I'll be covering three different types of analytics here. One, maintenance and downtime analytics, quality analytics, and then sort of lean and production analytics, and how you can easily use AI to drive those objectives forward. Every business leader today has been is asking themselves, okay, how can I use this AI stuff to really help my business quickly? And we did a webinar a few weeks ago with a person who'd done a big analysis across, I guess, 15 or so Fortune 1000 companies, and found that really everybody's adopting ChatGPT, but the more in-depth processes are really not being adopted quick enough. And the reason is that although everybody has this mandate, this is my view, is that it's really complex to do this generally. You have to get the data, you have to clean the data, you have to figure out what you're going to do, you got to build the apps, you got to then figure out your analytics. And this is the kind of workflow process required in today's world. And so, I was actually on the phone with a guy yesterday whose job is analytics at a fairly large company. And that tends to be the way. You either have, your analytics team who's working with Snowflake and Looker and Power BI and Tableau and all that kind of stuff at the larger end, or you have your CFO who's trying to pull together what they can at a smaller company with spreadsheets, and it's difficult either way. We believe it really shouldn't have to be this hard. So what we developed at Praxie is a 3-in-1 capability that allows you to build applications and analytic dashboards very easily, to do that analysis agentically, so you can just ask questions about it. And finally, which we won't cover a lot here today, is how to automate processes. You can automate any of these things to take data out of your systems and generate the dashboards and things I'm going to show, but or workflows or approvals or whatever you want. So these are the three sort of capabilities. They look like this quickly. You have agentic building of applications and you use natural language, no coding required. You also have the ability to ingest data of many types. I'll show you how we do that today, and generate your analytics and ask questions of your data, whether that's data in Praxie or data you've exported from other systems or connected via APIs, et cetera. And then, as I talked about the workflow engine, think of this as like Make.com, Zapier, Gumloop, N8N. These are the kind of workflow systems. We have that built into the back end of our system. And ultimately, what it allows you to do is not only on an analytic level, but at the level of building all kinds of applications. You can experiment with AI without spending a huge amount of money and really figuring out where the value is in your organization. The reason you can do that, we have a unique architecture. I'll send this deck out to everybody, or we'll make sure you have access to it. But basically, our unique architecture, which replaces the traditional full stack here on the left with NoSQL, multimodal database, secure AI workspace, and contextual applications, all on one stack. This allows you to build those applications quickly, which I'll show you today, and at a fraction of the cost of the 9 months of cleaning data and all that kind of stuff that happens here on the left. So the main differences between traditional business intelligence reporting and AI, and just conceptually, this kind of tells you what's happened. And we, for those of us at a certain age, and you can see by my face, I'm one of those people. We grew up with this, where you would get Power BI, or even just your basic Excel, where you're looking at data and you're generating a report from that data. It tells you what happens. What AI can do is not only look at the data and generate the same sorts of charts, but it can understand why it happened. It can give you root cause analysis. It can give you suggestions and best practices. It can tell you what's worked in your organization before by importing data of your tribal knowledge of your best practice people in your team. All of that gives you a big brain to help you understand what to do with the information. So it's a dramatic improvement in the analytical capability. And so the question is, okay, how do you get there? We're going to be talking about these three things again, and I'm going to jump in and I'll show you a screenshot, and I'll jump in and show you how this all works. So downtime analysis, let me jump out of here and just quickly show you our downtime analysis solution. So whether you're using Praxie or anybody else, what you have to do with downtime analysis is bring in a lot of the machine data. And we do that. I'll show you how we do it down here. There's an example here where you bring in the data. The way you ingest the data, we have multiple different ways, and whether you're working with Praxie or anybody else, you have to go through these processes. You can either drop files in a file-based system that we monitor the folders. We have a SQL connector that you can connect directly to your SQL widgets or your SQL databases, run a query in here on a time-based level, bring the data in, or you can use our REST API and we'll connect that data as well. So that's how you get the data in. Then at that point, we run an agentic analytics, and I'll show you how we do this in a minute. But what you get is not only a dashboard that shows you, where you are in your standard downtime metrics and KPIs, but also we'll do analysis for you. What are the main failures, and what are the categories of those? You could see mechanical failures, operator errors, plan maintenance. Now, all I had to do was ask the AI to look at my maintenance data and the information I provided it and give me this type of an analysis. So you don't have to be a data expert in how to do it. You'll see it has key findings. It'll also talk to you about what the critical issues are and what the recommendations are. And this can be delivered on a daily, weekly, or on a on-demand basis. So this kind of data will really help you create prescriptive improvements on how to address your downtime and the issues that you're running into there. The next one, and again, I'll send this a deck out, but it gives you some background on the sort of steps you need to run to be able to do this. I'll show you in a minute a very simplistic way to do it as well. The second one we're going to talk about is quality analysis. So this is about getting your quality data in. We're actually doing a project with the manufacturer where we're connected to their Inforce system. We've connected to SAP and others. We're bringing in all their quality data and generating not only their dashboards and analytics, but all the questions and root causes and things like that I mentioned before. So in that case of that customer, they have a quality sort of capture system. But whether you're using Praxie or anybody else, you need a system that's tracking and pulling in your quality data. So here's how you create quality records. Those capture all the information. I'll just quickly click in here. So your quality system to capture your quality issues, categorize them, show what the status is, all that kind of information. Now that will then generate you a dashboard of your quality issues and what they are. You can see there's not very many issues in here. But that gives you the ability to capture the information, whether you're capturing it in a spreadsheet, in a system like this, or an ERP system, or a quality QMS system. You've got to get the data into the system somehow. And your team is capturing that information. You then can create these kinds of dashboards where you're looking at your defect analysis, et cetera. And I'm going to show you in a second how we create these and how easy it is to do. But you can see here, customer feedback, supplier quality, and each one of these highlights the issues, suggestions, et cetera, that you'll need to improve it in your change management and continuous improvement processes. Okay, so that's the quality one. I got one more, and then I'll show you how you can very simply create these yourself. So the last one that we were going to talk about is how you do analytics on standard sort of manufacturing KPIs, OEE, et cetera, as well as lean processes like huddle boards. And if you're running any of these types of processes on paper, Excel sheets, I'll show you how you can not only digitize them, but even use your Excel data as well to pull that information together. So let me jump out of here and jump into where we've got this data. So what I did ahead of time is I took got some quality data here. So this is a spreadsheet that I'm sure any quality person or a manufacturing person has spreadsheets like this that have all of the information on their quality data or manufacturing data, et cetera. And what you can do is you can drag that right onto, let me do it for you. So I think I've got it here. You can just drag that right onto Praxie. You can say, I'm going to do an analysis, and you can type in here, I want an analysis of my quality data, specifically looking for root causes, et cetera. And I bake this ahead of time. It takes about 3 minutes to do it. But what it does is it will generate a quality analysis like you see here. So, as I said, all you have to do is say go, boom. And I'll go ahead and do it again here just so you see what happens. But basically it initializes, and then it goes and it builds what we're showing here in about 3 to 4 minutes. And what it does, you can see, is it creates a total units produced. So you don't have to be an AI expert or an expert in analytics. You just have to have the data that you're working with, whether it be in Excel or exported from your CMS or your quality system, your QMS, or whatever system you have the data in. And you can see here, it's acting like your analytics team, like the gentleman I spoke to yesterday. and it generates a full analysis of the different parts, where the defects are, an executive summary of the issues. And all I did was ask it to do a simple analysis. Now you can come in here and you can ask additional questions, or you could upload more and more files and ask more questions, and the analysis will go ahead and take that into consideration and generate more and more analysis that allows you to drill down into your data and really understand what you're doing. And all you had to do is drag a spreadsheet on, and this information, that's the simplest way, but we can also, connect via APIs and all the things I talked about earlier to bring the data in, so you have that real capability to analyze data and expand on that analysis. So that's the manufacturing quality. You also have here your manufacturing KPI dashboard. And I wanted to just show you the kinds of things you can do here. Same sort of thing. I just brought in manufacturing data, added the files, asked the questions, and it generated a complete analysis for me of what's going on in my manufacturing data. I'll show you one other example of how you can actually work with this data in application. So if you don't have a manufacturing dashboard, it's giving you OEE, availability, performance, quality. We have one of these, and you can see it. It comes right out of the box and gives you a beautiful information. And you can add your daily records from your team right in here, where the team is going in and adding on a daily basis, a shift basis, et cetera. The number of units produced, numbers of units rejected, et cetera. And it will generate your standard metrics. And so you can track these here. But what's also cool is you can go to your AI insights in the app itself and ask any of the questions from within the app. And so it goes way beyond just a standard dashboard. You can ask it anything you want to ask it, and it will generate a report for you. And these can be saved off as PDFs, et cetera. But this allows you, much greater flexibility than you would have gotten before at a fraction of the cost. These applications, you get basically access to all of these applications for $20 a month at Praxie. And we're not the only ones who are doing, the kind of work to make this stuff less expensive. But, 10 years ago, you'd have to have a team of people to help you get here. This allows you to get there yourself, or we're happy to help as well, to do that kind of work and get you up and running. Not only can you do it with your standard manufacturing OEE dashboards, but you also have the ability in lean processes with your Kaizen processes, your SPQRCE. If you're not familiar with these, it's your safety, people, quality, et cetera. And the way this works is you add the records in for each day, each shift, and you capture the status of those, whether you're red, green, et cetera, on each one of your of the safety SPQRCE that you want, based on whatever metrics you want and comment, and that generates your dashboard for tracking your SPQRCE on a monthly basis. It also will track trends, et cetera. So this is very simple to do. It allows you to get up and running with one of, we have hundreds of different applications in our system that allow you to build on, whatever capability you want in your manufacturing, and do the analytics that you're trying to drive very, very rapidly. So that's basically what I wanted. At a macro level, you have the ability to, in Praxie, get to places that historically were very, very difficult. You can come here, and if you want, you can either, book a demo with us if you'd like, or you can try for free by just clicking here, and it will set you up with a 24-hour demo where you can play around with these applications and drag on your spreadsheets and do your own analytics. And then if you have any questions, you need help, click here, and we can set up a little support call for you as well. So that's all I have for today. If you have any other questions or any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. As I said, we try to keep these to about 15 minutes so you guys get some value and can go on with your day. Any questions?
There is a question in the chat from Gary.
Yeah, sure.
He's asking what level of automation or sophistication, oops, it just went away, is Praxie best suited for? I work in a heavy manual manufacturing business, but we have CNC machines and a handful of others that could be linked, but the other half is manual, such as sewing/welding departments. Will we have to take a step towards digitalization to record what is being produced before Praxie and the AI tools become useful?
That's a good question. So that's, your situation, Gary, is very similar to a lot of companies. that, the reason we started Praxie is because most companies will have some core systems, an ERP or an MES system, et cetera, and then lots and lots of spreadsheets. And so from the standpoint of AI, you could just use the spreadsheets if you're capturing that data in spreadsheets and then drop them in and use Praxie as an AI analysis engine that helps you build your dashboards. You could do it that way. The other way you could do it is take that spreadsheet. One of the things you can do is you can actually build an app from your spreadsheet, which I'm happy to show you how to do this, but let me just show you quickly here. Open the app. Okay, see, this it actually remade that second one I was talking about. Let me see if I can get back to the home screen here and just open up a little trial and window just to show you how to do this. So basically what you can do here is right inside here, you could take the spreadsheet you're using to track things and click app from spreadsheet, drag that spreadsheet on and build an app that will actually digitize your current process that's in the spreadsheet into an app like you see here. So my recommendation would be to digitize those processes with, if you're going to use Praxie to do your analytics, you can use it to actually run the process as well. You don't have to, though. If you wanted to just keep with your spreadsheets and use Praxie as an analytics engine, you could do that as well. But ultimately, as you digitize over time, you want to get the plant digitized, and so you can run more and more AI applications or analysis on top of it. That's for just the analytics. The other really nice thing about the process is people, for instance, you probably have specific errors in your machine shop that you really want to take care of immediately and things like that. If somebody logs those types of errors, it can send notifications. You can build automated workflows, et cetera. You could build workflows for when an order comes in, it automatically generates all the things that you need, all the documentation. We have solutions for Kaizen or continuous improvement, or any of the processes that you want to automate are capable, and that the infrastructure is there not only to build the apps but to build the automations and the agentic analysis. And it's very, from a cost standpoint, Praxie is a fraction of the cost of other ways of doing it because of the architecture I told you about. If you go to, like I worked for SAP for years. If you go to, those types of companies or any large company, it's just extraordinary. And they're not really designed for mid-sized companies where, the cost that we come in is at a fraction, and we can really help you out quickly. Hopefully that answers your question.
There's one more. If I want more than a 24-hour demo, how can I get that?
Well, you can keep adding those, but I think it's $20 an hour, $20 a month to get a whole month. So you could simply buy a month just to try everything out. The other thing you can do is contact us. If you, we can help you figure out exactly what you need and make sure you're not just stumbling around if by yourself. If you have a real sort of workflow you're trying to design, we're happy to help you figure that out. So what I would suggest is just set up a demo meeting. If you go to praxie.com, you'll see here right up on the top, you can either click book demo here or let us up. Either one of those will take you to a calendar where you can set up a time, and we'll be happy to help you.
That's it.
Wonderful. Oh, wait, there's something, a handful of others that could be linked to other manufacturing sewing departments. Oh, I see. Okay, that was the same one. Yeah, you don't have to digitize everything, but looking forward to, please contact us. We'll see if we can help. I'm sure you'll be happy with what we provide. And thanks for jumping in here today, and looking forward to talking with you all. Have a great day.